Welcome to our second lesson in beginning meditation with Lisa Alexander. In this continuing series, I'd like to start with a simple meditation practice by adding another breathing technique to give you more choices to work with and go a bit deeper with your focus and concentration. Before we do that, I'd also like to add just a little bit about stretching or exercising before you sit in your chosen meditation position. So in our last lesson, I had you lying down because it was, for some of you or most of you, your very first time. And I wanted you to really start to strengthen that diaphragmatic breathing practice, strengthening the diaphragm to learn to breathe first with the belly, because that's where deep relaxation will start. Now you might be ready to sit for a meditation. And if you're not, that's okay too. Stay lying down, whatever makes you feel the most comfortable. Do know that you do not have to sit in an uncomfortable lotus position. As a matter of fact, I prefer you don't. When people do that, sometimes if they're really not a yogi, and they're not very flexible, they'll start to lose circulation in the legs. And they often do it wrong. So you'll see all these beautiful pictures online of people meditating, and they're just stock photos. As a former model, I'll tell you, they're stock photos. They hire a bunch of models for the day, and they put them in all these different scenarios, and then they sell them. Okay, so there might be a couple having fun with their children. It might be people sitting on the beach. It might be people sitting in yoga someplace. But they might not even do yoga. They just do some pose that they think is yoga. So you'll often see their knees are way too high. If you want to sit in a cross-legged position, I don't recommend full lotus pose with your feet on top of your legs unless you're very experienced and flexible at it. But just sitting in a cross-legged position, you want to make sure that you have a bolster or a pillow under your butt, so your hips are raised up. You want your knees in line with your hips. If you're just sitting on the floor in a cross-legged position, you might notice your knees are actually up higher than your hips, and that's not good. So just put a little bolster underneath them, or if you're outside, sit on a slope of a hill so that your butt will be up a little higher and your knees can be level or slightly lower even than your hips. Okay, that would be the proper position for that. The other way is just to sit in a chair 2 feet flat on the floor, which will keep you really grounded, and your back straight, not erect and uncomfortable, but just straight and relaxed. You want it straight so that your body can breathe easily. You don't want to be hunched over like in your desk chair. You want your shoulders back, but I don't want you to be thinking of shoulders back, back erect. Just be very comfortable. So find a chair that'll support that comfort, and don't cross your legs. Then keep them, both legs and feet, planted flat on the floor. So another thing about your body position is it's good to sometimes do meditation after you've exercised or expelled some energy from the body. So maybe taking a walk first and then meditating, which I love to do. A yoga class, of course, is great. If you've ever noticed, meditation always comes at the end of the yoga class. For that very reason, your body is now relaxed and limber. And then your mind isn't in your body because your body's relaxed. So, or even after an exercise workout, whatever that means to you. But the idea is you want to exhaust some of the physical energy in your body, because that'll help prepare you to sit still in longer times and longer sessions in whatever meditation pose you choose. So if you haven't had a chance to do that first, try doing some light stretches that feel comfortable for you before you begin your meditation practice. So once you get comfortable, we're going to introduce another basic breathing technique called conscious breathing. And as the name suggests, this is any form of breathing where you are aware and conscious of the breath coming in and going out of your body. We kind of did that in the last session. This is a standard practice in Zen meditation. As a matter of fact, the Zen Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh put it, "Feelings come and go like clouds on a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." The most basic form of conscious breathing is something called breath counting. The idea behind breath counting is to pull the mind away from distractions toward the simple centering presence by counting slow, rhythmic inhalations and exhalations. This is a simple and useful way to help keep you focused. So you're going to start by sitting in whichever position you've chosen, whether erect but comfortable, spine straight, or in your cross-legged position, or lying down. You're going to close your eyes, take in a few deep breaths. Now let the breath come naturally without trying to influence it too much, but be aware of it. Allow it to be quiet and slow with a nice steady rhythm. Inhale deeply. On the inhale, start counting 1 to yourself. And release. Inhale again, and this time count 2. On the next, 3. And release. And the next 4. And release. And the next 5. And release. Now this is also sometimes called the 5 breath technique. We only want you to count up as high as 5. And then when you hit 5, you can then count backwards. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with each breath. Or you can start over again with 1. The reason we want you to stop at 5 is sometimes people will use their fingers to count those breaths. We have 5 fingers, correct? The other thing is, if you catch yourself going to 6, 7, 8, etc., then you know you've lost your focus and you've gone too far. Because meditation is still about focus. It's a focused breath. It's a focused mind. So we don't want to lose our focus. So this 5 count breathing, this conscious breathing, this breath counting, helps start to build those internal brain muscles to make us aware and conscious of our meditation. So you want to inhale to 1, exhale. Inhale to 2, exhale. Inhale to 3, exhale. Inhale to 4, exhale, and to 5. So you want 1 count for each inhale and exhale. So let's do that with the gong. Okay, get ready. Inhale, 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Inhale. 3. Exhale. Inhale. 4. Exhale. And inhale. 5. And exhale. So good. Now you've done breath counting or conscious breathing or the 5 count breath. Now this is a tool to put in your meditation tool belt and keep on breathing. So continue practicing this one. And on the next meditation, I'll teach you another breathing technique. In the meantime, practice the 5 count. Practice finding a position that works for you, that makes you the most comfortable. And know that by counting, you're starting to build focused awareness rather than just breathing. As you keep just breathing, sometimes thoughts come in. The counting will help control that. Until next time, I'm Lisa Alexander, your meditation coach. Namaste.